Welcome to my garage. 1 second, it's 35 for women. But if you have anything else, you know, if you want to scale it down, maybe you want to get a good workout, you want to get a high intensity workout, but you don't want to blast yourself with some heavier weight. A 35 for men, 25 for women, or whatever you have, around the house. If that is a duffel bag that you stuffed full of weight and you know, maybe took your little brother and stuffed him in, or for me, I could probably put my wife in a duffel bag. She's pretty small. So if you have anything that you have, you can do this workout with. You know, it's just a matter of getting creative. We can deadlift a duffel bag. We can put it up on our shoulders and squat it. And it's just a matter of just jumping over the burpees. So we'll go over the movements here in a second. And we'll do just a little bit of warming up. I've been warming up for a little bit. This is part of my training for the day. So I'm pretty warm already, but we'll get just a little bit more of a warm up and then we'll hit this workout. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll be fun. Thanks for joining in, guys. I appreciate it. So really quick, just go over the flow of the workout. We're gonna have 2 dumbbells. Right now I have lighter dumbbells as I start to warm up. So with that, I'm just gonna do a couple dumbbell deadlifts and we'll talk about that movement. So here, as I'm doing dumbbell deadlifts, one of the things you might notice is only one of the heads of the dumbbell, the front head, has to touch the ground. So that's the standard for the deadlift. When we compete in CrossFit, we like to set a standard that kind of gives us something that we have to aim for, that we have to always be hitting and always be making sure that we meet the standard on. So that's going to be our standard today, making sure that the front dumbbell is hitting the ground, or the front dumbbell head is hitting the ground. And then also make sure that you're standing up straight, hips underneath your shoulders, in line with your ankles. So that's the upright position. One head, up all the way. And then one of the other movements that we're doing is dumbbell front squats. One of the things I want to remind you with dumbbell front squats is we do not have to power clean the first rep. If you want to, you can squat clean the first rep. And what I mean by that is for efficiency. This is for as many rounds and reps as possible. We're doing this as fast as we can. Because in CrossFit, the whole idea is high intensity. We want to get as many reps done as possible because that's what we believe is what drives adaptation. Taking ourselves to the limit and staying there and getting as much work done in a certain amount of time as we can. And so we want to be efficient and we want to be smooth through the workout. And so one of the ways to do that with the front squats is to clean the first front squat if you have the mobility and you have the technique to do it. And what that will look like is grabbing the dumbbell here, dropping into a squat clean. That's rep 1 of my front squat. Then you can, from there, you can go into the rest of your squats, finish out the last 9. And then for the burpees over the dumbbell, I recommend bringing them closer together. It's going to be a little bit more efficient when you go to jump over them. But you're just going to come down into a burpee, chest and thighs touch the ground, pop up to your feet, jump over the dumbbell laterally, just like that. Pretty straightforward. So that's our workout today. We'll have 4 minutes on, 1 minute rest. We'll do that for 3 rounds, 15 minutes total. We'll take a couple minutes here and get ready. And I'm gonna slam some pre-workout. You already know that I got that flight in my blood. It's only 9 a.m. I got it rushing through my veins. So we'll get this started here in just a couple minutes. So if you have a dumbbell lying around the house and you're just joining in, go grab those. Let's hit this workout. You have a couple minutes to just shake off the cobwebs. And if you're joining me in this, let's get ready, toss on some music, slam your pre-workout, and we'll get to it. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. What's that? And if you guys are just joining in now and you're wondering what's going on, we're doing a workout, an at-home workout. All you need is a pair of dumbbells, you can join in. But if you're a little behind us and you want to do this workout and you want to join in, you can find this later. We'll post it to BPN's story when we're done with this. And then also you can find it on, you'll be able to find it on my YouTube channel. Just search BPN at-home workout and you'll be able to find that.
You just have it, you're blocking the clock.
Like I said, I have 70-pound dumbbells, but if, use whatever you have around the house. My recommended weight for most people is going to be a 50-pound dumbbell for men, 35 for women, but if you have just 35s around the house or a 40 or 25, use those, get a good workout because we're trying to do this as fast as possible. If you don't have heavy dumbbells, that's totally fine. This is going to be a more of a cardio workout for you because that just means you're going to be doing more burpees. And that's going to be a great workout. So don't worry about your dumbbell weight. One of the things I want to just remind you guys to keep in mind is come out at a pace that is hard, but understand that the burpees are going to interfere with the deadlifts and the front squats. This is deliberate interference. This is a lower body workout. So the way I program this is to intentionally attack the legs and the lower body. So keep that in mind as you're going through this, that if you have to use the burpees to moderate pace so you can get right onto the deadlifts and you can get right onto the front squats, do that. Maybe just slow your burpee pace just a little bit so as soon as you finish your 10th burpee, you can go right into your deadlifts or you can go right into your front squats. Because in workouts like this, when you're just standing around, that time really gets eaten up really fast, a lot faster than you realize. So if you're standing and taking breaths and waiting, that's valuable time that you can be getting reps. You can be pushing yourself, you can be challenging yourself. So try to moderate the workout that way with maybe slowing down your burpee pace or speeding up your burpee pace if you're feeling really good. Speed up your burpee pace and get right back on the deadlifts. Challenge yourself that way. After this first interval, you'll have a pretty good idea of what you're capable of. Cool. Jess, you ready?
Yeah, you can pop that.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's get this going. Remember, 10 dumbbell deadlifts, 10 burpees over your dumbbells, 10 dumbbell front squats, 10 burpees over your dumbbell. That's one round, doing as many rounds and reps as possible in 4 minutes. We'll rest 1 minute, and then we'll repeat that 2 more times. Good. All right, toss on some music, let's get to it. Alright, good job guys. Round 1 done. My score was 2 rounds plus 4 reps. Alright, the goal is see how close you can get to that same score. Think back, find a way to be just a little bit more efficient, whether that's in a transition or in the way that you did your burpees. But look for one spot that you can just be a little bit faster in your transition.
10 seconds.
Good job, guys. Last round.
What'd you get, Cole?
2 rounds. Be smooth in these first 2 minutes of this interval, and then the last 2 minutes, let's just shut it down. Send it home. See if you can beat the last one you just did. man.
What was the last one?
Two even. Woo! Oh, guys, that hurt. Oh, man. Oh. Wow, guys. That was tough. That was really tough. Oh, man. Oh, that was hard. Have I said that yet?
Nope.
Dude.
What was the hardest part of that for you? Cardio-muscular fatigue.
Actually, yeah, I think muscular fatigue during the burpees. So the hardest part was when I got done with my front squats, going into those burpees after the front squats were always the hardest. My legs were blown up, my hamstrings were tough, or tight. And because the deadlifts have a fairly low metabolic rate essentially, I was able to finish the burpees and pretty much get right into the deadlifts. But having load up on the shoulders and holding that and keeping that was just, that was definitely the most tiring part.
And if people don't want to do front squats or can't, what's a good alternative?
Yeah, so
that's a tough one.
Yeah, if you guys did this workout and saw me doing the front squats up on the shoulders, and that's not something that you really feel either comfortable with, like you have the mobility to do, or you just would like a different alternative, you can always do air squats. You can do goblet squats, which is essentially holding one dumbbell in front of you and squatting that way. So you can do goblet squats. And then the other thing that I think is a great alternative is step back lunges. You can either just hold the dumbbells in your hand. And you can do a reverse lunge. And you can do step back lunges. Also a great alternative to front squats. So, for those of you, you may have noticed this workout got really metabolic because of those burpees. You start to feel some of the muscular fatigue from the lifts, from the deadlifts and the front squats, but it's the burpees that really jack your heart rate. And when that happens, we gotta learn how to mediate our pace and make sure that we slow down just a little bit so we still have enough in our muscles to be able to do those lifts. So keep that in mind. Next time you're doing a workout like this, or workout that has burpees. And never be ashamed to drop the weight down. That weight got tough. 70 pounds was really heavy. And if I had done that at 50 pounds, I would have got probably more rounds, but I would have ended up doing more burpees as well, so the workout would have been equally as tough, right? So, yeah, it's a great workout. Before I get out of here and get to the rest of my training day, does anybody have any questions that I can ask? I just appreciate you guys tuning in to BPN's Instagram for this live workout. I appreciate you joining me for a training session. I'll be, you guys be on the lookout for me from time to time, whether just being on their Instagram page from here and then, or hop on over to mine and I'll share some insights to CrossFit whenever I can. And burpees do make a man out of you. That is correct. That is a great comment. Burpees absolutely make a man out of you. Did everybody enjoy the workout? Did you guys get a good workout? What's your training like during quarantine? That's a great question. What's my training like during quarantine? So, I am very fortunate to do this as a CrossFit athlete full time. So I have a pretty nice garage setup that allows me to get most of my regular training in. But I've been doing a lot of at-home workouts with people, and I guess honestly that's a good point that I really want to make is you can get really, really good workouts at home with a pair of dumbbells, your body weight, a jump rope. If you have a pull-up bar that you can put in a door jam, there's a lot of great workouts that you can come up with, and that's been really fun. Even though I'm still training for the CrossFit Games, I've been able to throw in some what we call at-home workouts that anybody can do at home, and they have been destructive. They've been equally as hard as some of my other training, whether that be training with a barbell or other cardio implements. So, yeah. Really, at the end of the day, it's just about intensity, bringing intensity to every piece that you do, right? So, any more questions from anybody before I get out of here? I'm really excited for the games. Yeah, for those of you who do follow CrossFit, the CrossFit Games season has been adjusted a little bit, and they're doing their best they can to still put on an event in August. I'm really hoping that they do. I'm really hoping that we're able to compete. And if we have it in Aromas, California, back at the ranch where the CrossFit Games originally started, that will be definitely have a nostalgic feeling, and one that I'll be really grateful to experience. So it'll be a lot of fun. Also, I don't want to oversimplify it too much, but consistent weight training is going to help you build muscle mass. Resistance exercise is what has been shown to increase muscle mass, and then to burn fat, just making sure that you're keeping yourself accountable with your nutrition. Gaining abs, losing body fat, that all starts in the kitchen. Just a matter of what you're putting in your mouth. You can absolutely have some flexibility with yourself. Maybe enjoy a treat here and there, but keep yourself accountable for the most part, because it's the 90 to 95% of your meals that really, really matter the most. So just stay consistent with that. So, alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get to the rest of my training for the day. So, again, I just want to thank you guys so much. Thanks for joining BPN's Instagram for this, and thanks for everybody who's watching on YouTube. If you're just catching this now, this at-home workout is going to be up on YouTube or on BPN's Instagram page for the next 24 hours or so, however live stories stay up. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and hope you have a great day.